going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. The Team of the Year promo is coming out later today. Not sure if it's going to be a 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time drop or maybe sometime in the afternoon. But in this video, we're going to go over the top 10 Team of the Year cards that you guys should be looking for when the content drops today. Now, if you guys find this video helpful, if you enjoy it, if you like it, do me a favor. Make sure you go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. And also, guys, if you're brand new here, you've been searching around YouTube for Team of the Year content, and you found my video, definitely make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos, like the one that's going to be coming as soon as the content drops in-game. We got you covered. We'll go over everything, including how to get 2 free Team of the Year cards. Now let's talk about the content first. There will be a Player of the Year. It's going to be an LTD 97 overall. I'll show you who it is in a moment. And by the way, we broke down every single card last night in a separate YouTube video. So if you guys missed that, or if you want to see the breakdown of all of the players, be sure to go ahead and check that video out. We're going to link it down below in the comments section as a pinned comment. Now, Team of the Year specialists, offensive players, and defensive players are going to be broken up separately. The specialists will be in all packs from 125 to 128. On offense, all of those cards will be in from 128 to 131, and defense 131 to 24. There are going to be training store offers at launch. So today, whenever the content drops, you can get a random 96 offense or defensive player for 42,000 training. It is worth noting that 96 overalls quick sell for 37,000 training. So basically, if you open this pack and you don't get the player you want, and you're trying to re-roll, you're going to lose 5,000 training every time you open it. The specialists, which are also 96s, only cost 40k training, and again, 96s quick sell for 37,000 training. The Player of the Year LTD will be in all 3 of those re-roll packs, so if you're trying for it, I mean, I guess you could use it as a re-roll method. Here is the 97 overall Player of the Year. It's a Deebo Samuel card. Now, this card looks really, really good, right? 96 speed, 97 catch. The route running is pretty solid across the board. The biggest problem with this card is his archetype. He's a physical wide receiver archetype, which means to get the best abilities for a wide receiver, it just becomes more expensive, unfortunately. So all in all, I like this card a lot, but the archetype just ruins the card, sadly. So now let's talk about getting free cards, because the main reason I'm putting out this video is that you are going to get 2 free Team of the Year cards. 1 if you've been playing your Team of the Week solos throughout the year. 2 if you play through the Team of the Year solos that will be dropping today. The only problem is you don't get to pick the card that you want. So I'm giving you the best 5 options on offense and the best 5 options on defense, because you are going to get a fantasy pack. Now, when it comes to the solos, there's going to be 40 solo challenges, 160 total stars. You need 100 stars to unlock the 96 overall Team of the Year NCAT fantasy pack, and it's going to give you 7 options. So you're going to get 3 offensive options, 3 defensive options, and 1 Team of the Year specialist option. So when you get that pack opened and you're trying to figure out who you want to pick out of the choices that you randomly get, this is going to be a good video to reference back on the best choices that will be in front of you. If you get one of the options that I'm going to go through in this video, you're probably going to want to pick it, and then it's all kind of just based on your specific needs as far as your team goes, because everybody watching this video is probably going to be looking for a different option to upgrade on their team, whether it's offense, defense, multiple positions. Now, if you have been playing through your Team of the Week solos throughout the entire year and you do have 17 Team of the Year tokens, you're going to be able to exchange those for 1 either random offense, defense, or specialist player. This card will actually be auctionable and tradable, which means the market initially is going to be down. It's going to be pretty low on these cards. So if you're looking to buy one, you guys might want to react quickly, because I think with everybody opening up their free pack that is auctionable, there's going to be a lot of undercutting on the auction house, and that's the best time to get these cards for as cheap as possible. And again, it's a random pick. So if one of these random picks in your pack specifically is an item on my top 10 list here, then you might want to go with that one. And I'll give you my reasoning on why I picked every card, and let's start with the defense. So The first card we got is Danielle Hunter. Now, I was looking at, basically I compared all of the defensive ends and the outside linebackers because they're mostly like the pass rusher / run stuffers, and Hunter, being a left end, is the fastest out of all of them with 93 speed. He has a really, really good ghost card that's 94 overall. And then if you just look, the key things here that we're looking for in pass rushing and run stuffing are block shed, power move, and finesse move. He gives you 97 finesse move, which is like one of the highest in the game. And then the power move at 91, the block shed at 94 is also going to help against the run. The only kind of like downside to this card, he only has 89 strength, but with that speed and those three attributes with the block shed, power move, finesse move, there's just no way I could not put this card in my top 5. Now we're going to look at another speed rusher. It was basically out of like Robert Quinn and Joey Bosa here. They both had 89 speed. I think the biggest difference is that Quinn did not have block shed, power move, and finesse move all in the 90s. In fact, I think one of his attributes, I believe finesse move, was in the 70s, whereas Bosa gives you the same speed. He gives you 90 strength, he gives you 95 tackle, and then 92 block shed, 93 power move, 97 finesse move. I think that's just a really good combination. Again, he's not the fastest outside linebacker in the game. There's a handful of guys with like 92 speed, 91 speed. Him only being at 89 is probably like the, the weakest part of this card, but I love the block shed, power move, and finesse move. I almost picked Javon Hargrave in place of this card because he basically has all three and he has the same speed at 89. But he's a defensive tackle, and if you can get some speed on your DT, well, that's a pretty good card. But Hargrave did not crack the top 5. He'd probably be number 6 on my list. Now, free safety Jeremy Chin here, 94 speed. Remember, I think he's either 6'3" or 6'4". I'm pretty sure it's 6'3", with 93 man, 97 zone, 92 hit power. I thought they would make him 95 speed, so the 94 isn't terrible. It would just been nice to see 95. But I think this card, even at 94 speed, is probably the best free safety in the game. Of course, behind the free 96 overall Taylor Mays that you can earn by hitting up to level 45. But I think that combination of man, zone, hit power, height, and speed is just unmatched right now if you don't have that Taylor Mays card maxed out. And it's just overall a really, really solid card. Probably one of the cards I'll be picking up for sure. Now, 3 cornerbacks to choose from, and I know you guys are going to call me a Cowboy hater for this one. Spoiler alert, Trayvon Diggs will not be one of them. I compared all 3 of the corners, right? I just kind of compared their height, their speed, their man coverage, zone coverage, and press coverage, and I'm just going to read these off. Obviously, Denzel Ward is one of my choices because you see him on the screen, but Trayvon Diggs, 6'1", Ward 5'11", and then Patrick Surtain, 6'2". So Ward obviously is the shorter out of the 3. Then we look at speed. Diggs 94, Ward 96, and Surtain 95. So Ward's the fastest out of the 3. All 3 of them have 96 man coverage, so we can just kind of throw that one out the window. That's all good there. Zone coverage, Diggs 94, Ward 94, and then Surtain 95 zone. So Surtain has the highest zone. And then press coverage is Diggs has 92, Ward has 95, and Surtain has 96. Again, Surtain with the highest press coverage. So really it came down to, do we take Diggs with the 94 zone, 96 man, 6'1", and 94 speed, or do we take the 5'11" Denzel Ward, who is 2 speed faster, same zone, same man, but better press than Trayvon Diggs? And that mix with me being a Cowboy hater is why I picked Denzel Ward. Honestly, I just think this is a better card. All bias aside, I really would have picked this card if it was, anybody else than Trayvon Diggs. I promise you. The 5'11" is enough for me. I mean, he's short, right? But everything else here, 96 speed. The press is really good for a shorter receiver. And I've used his Harvest card a lot this year, and that card is money, so I think this one's going to be even better. A lot of you are going to be able to get him to 99 speed, which is just incredibly fast, with probably 99 man coverage. And then the other corner, obviously is going to be Patrick Surtain. I mean, he's not the fastest, but he's the tallest. He has the best zone coverage, he's tied for the best man coverage with all of them, and he has the best press out of them. So it's a no-brainer. Surtain is the best out of the 3. I just think Ward slightly edges Trayvon Diggs because he's just a little bit better there. Now, let's move on to offense, and my first initial thought here was that I was going to basically throw out all 5 offensive linemen because they're boring, nobody wants to pick them, but then I thought we got to pick at least the best offensive lineman out of the 5 in our top 10, and if you haven't noticed, obviously we're breaking down 5 defense, 5 offense, and I think all around Whitworth is going to be your best option here. The only thing he kind of lacks is strength. He has 94 strength. There's a couple guys out there with 96 strength. I think Trent Brown was one of them. He has the highest awareness, 99 awareness. That's the first stock attribute at 99 with no boost, no power up, no chem, just a regular card. I think this is the first 99 attribute we've seen, and he has that 99 awareness. He has a 95 run block, which isn't the best, but it's basically second best. Actually, I'm wrong. Kelsey had 97 run block. I can't remember who had 96 run block. So basically, Whitworth has the 3rd highest run block, but it's still at a 95, which is really good. And then he gives you 97 pass block, which is the best pass block out there. So I think, the 99 awareness, the 97 pass block, and 95 run block, just not too shabby at all. That's why I went with Whitworth. Wow, I messed up his name so many times there. Whitworth is the best offensive lineman in the game. I think Trent Brown is probably number 2 right behind him. Now, out of the halfbacks, I told you guys, I'm not a hater, right? I picked a Cowboy here. I compared all 3 of the halfbacks that we got, Kenyon Drake, Cordarrelle Patterson, and Tony Pollard. And I mainly picked Pollard, right? They all have 95 speed. I think where Pollard gets the edge is that he has 94 trucking and 96 break tackle, whereas Patterson had good break tackle, but his trucking was terrible. Same with Kenyon Drake. So Pollard's just more balanced there. He also gives you 97 acceleration with that 95 speed. His catching is 92. Cordarrelle Patterson's is way, way better, but 72 catching is fine for a running back. They're not going to drop many passes with that. I've had running backs with 60 catching still be very good. Let's move on to Justin Herbert. I kind of hesitated to put this card in my top 5 because I think the community overall is a little underwhelmed with this card, but I still think it's really good. As far as abilities go, he will be able to get Hot Route Master, Gunslinger, and Escape Artist, but you can only get 2 of those 3, and I think having your choice out of 2 of those 3 is pretty good. 88 speed, I wish he was a little bit faster, but the throw power is great at 96. Throw on the run at 95 is pretty good. Short throw 95, mid 92, deep 91. I say all that to say I still believe playoff Josh Allen is better than this card. He's -1 speed, but I think everywhere else he's just better. He cannot get Hot Route Master, of course. If you want a Hot Route Master quarterback, Herbert is your guy. And tomorrow we'll be breaking down the top 10 quarterbacks in the game because there's so many to choose from, so many that came out over the last week, and now we throw this Herbert into the mix. I know a lot of you guys are having a tough decision on who to rock at quarterback. So this card, really, really good. If he's one of your options and you need a quarterback, go with him. But I still believe that Josh Allen is better than this card. Darren Waller, easy pick here. Obviously the only tight end to choose from. But when you get a tall tight end with 94 speed, 80 run block, and then the route running being short at 94, mid at 92 with 96 catch and 94 catch in traffic, I mean, you just can't pass up this card. So it's a really good one. Another one that I knew as soon as I saw it that I'd be picking it up for the squad. And then finally, we have it was basically Justin Jefferson or Waddle, Jalen Waddle. And I pretty much picked Jefferson because he's taller, right? The Waddle card, really, really good. They both have 96 speed. Jefferson with the 96 speed, 95 catch, 94 catch in traffic. He's 6'1". I think Waddle was 5'11". And then the route running's good money, short 96, mid 94, deep route running. So at the end of the day, this one just came down to height because they were pretty similar in cards, both deep threat archetypes. I wish one of them was a route runner. That would be a little bit better. But Jefferson can get that deep out elite for only 1 ability point, which is really, really glitchy. And that's it. That rounds out my top 10, 5 on offense, 5 on defense. Hopefully you guys can use this video and help you pick out of those fantasy packs that you're earning. And again, when that content drops, we got more videos coming to take care of you guys. So make sure you turn that notification bell on if you're subbed. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.